Hello everyone, welcome back to Know It Today with Atul, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the differences in React context and a state management library like Justend when it comes to rendering of the components. Okay, so here I have a small application, okay, and what this small application does is it shows you two small to-dos or like task managements. One uses context as state management and other uses Justend as state management library. Okay, and here I track the rendering count using ref. Okay, I'll reload it and render count is 1, and this is currently the context manager. Now I'll show you what all I have in context, what states. So I'm using state and dispatch using use reducer. Doesn't matter if you use state for managing this. It's just about the context as a state management. Now other thing is theme variable, which is doing nothing much. It just renders the current value of toggling based on the current theme. Okay, by default it is light, so it will show toggle to dark theme, nothing much than that. And I'm providing these as values. Okay, so that's how my task context provider works. Now in app.tsx, in my left hand side of the React Dev tool, this is a React Dev tool, you can also install it. It shows me React component tree. So this is a task provider. Okay, this is the task provider, and inside task provider I have context provider, whose purpose is to provide these values to whichever component want to consume it. Okay, now let's come to task form C. What does task form C holds? So task form C holds, it uses use task context, and from it gets dispatch. It only uses dispatch. It is not using theme. You see, it is not using theme. It is just using dispatch to update the value of a task, certain task. And then after that we have task list C, in which we have task group. So task list C is the component, and it is using state, in which we have task and filter. So it is also not using theme. And similar to it, we have last task stat C. So only task stat C, if you see, uses the theme value. So as per we know, the component should only re-render when a particular state variable is used. Okay, so in this case only this task statistics component is using theme variable. So when I change this theme variable using toggle to dark theme, from here set theme, it should not affect these components. But let's see what happens. So my component toggle to light theme, it changed, and the render count increased to 7. But here also render count increased, and here also render count increased. I'll show you again. I'll refresh it. Initially they all are 1 1 1. When I do toggle to dark theme, my components renders, and the render, like even this component, task form C, task list C, and task stats, they all rendered, but they shouldn't have been rendered, right? So let's see the behavior in case of Justend. In Justend also I have same states. I'll show you my Justend store. Now we have toggle to Justend. Everything is 1 count. Okay, and I'll show you my Justend store. This is my task store. It also has task, it has filter, add task, toggle task, set filter, set theme. Okay, so basically it also has theme variable, and similar to context components, I only have theme in task stats G. Okay, task stats G. So if I click on set theme, as we want the behavior to be, changing this shouldn't affect this. So let's do it. Yeah, so this component rendered, these both don't render, and this is the expected behavior we want from a global state management library. We want to have global state, but we only want changes into our component. We only want to render those component whose state changes. Now let's reload again. I'll show you again. It is 1 1 1. Now I toggle it is 1 1, and here it is 5. So you see the difference. So you will see when I'm using just and store and I am getting a particular value, okay, from here I am getting theme, so it will re-render. So if you will see here in this component, when I am getting the task in task store, I am telling my hook to give me this add task. So what it does is it only renders my this component based on global state. It will also render when I change these state variables, but for this state it only changes when I get add task, okay. But in terms of context, let's see how it's happening in context. I'm using the entire context, I'm passing entire context, and then I'm destructuring it. So I will get entire context here and I'll destructure it. If I'm using context, it doesn't matter if I pick up a particular value. It will cause the re-render if any of the value that task context provides, okay, changes. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you understood it. It's a little bit complex. I should have tried to explain it in a more easy way, but this is for now what I was able to do. But I hope like it makes something clear. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends who don't know the difference. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning.